My name's Martina Toma, and I'm going to be talking about Henry Cartier-Bresson. So I think this quote pretty much explains his love for photography. Photography is, for me, a spontaneous impulse coming from an ever attentive eye which captures the moment and is eternity. Henry was all about the candid, the snapshot, and the spontaneous of photography and how you should take it and go. Henry was born on August 22nd, 1908. He attended Cambridge University, but before he did, um, growing up, his family was wealthy, but he didn't live like a rich life. His parents were very frugal with their money, but overall, then he decided to attend Cambridge, and that's where he fell in love with and dove into his arts and literature, and he became very involved with all that. After, that's when he joined the French army, and this is where he belonged to the war of photography. He traveled the world and stayed in countries for months and months and engaged in the culture and took pictures of India, Europe, and Cuba. Um, he was also the co-founder of Magnum Photos, which um, it was where him and other photographers got together and said they wanted to make sure that their pictures were their own. Um, they were able to receive their own type of credibility for their photos. This is where also photojournalism wasn't just about journalism, it was also about art. And so this is when he published his book, The Decisive Moment, which is about his view on the snapshot and the candid of the pictures that he took. And then Henry Cartier-Bresson died August 8th of 2004. He died at the age of 96. Um, he was very involved in travels. He worked for magazines and he also did it for himself. He just loved taking pictures. Most of his pictures were not even developed. He just had his camera and would go around and snapshot anything that caught his eye. He just loved being able to see what he saw and just take pictures and move on. Um, he was very particular in the photos he developed and the ones he didn't. Some of these pictures, as you can tell, they are just snapshotted. This image shows it's just boys playing in the water. It's not like they said, "Hey, I'm gonna take a picture of you three boys running in the water." It's just that he was there with them, and since he was there with them, he was in it and was able to be a part of snapping this photo. It seems like he was just going about his day, going in the water with them, and enjoying the moments he had with them as well. Um, and this image right here, you can tell it was very snap started too, because he didn't tell the guy, "Hey, stop right there. This is a great picture." You can see that the person on the bike is out of focus, so you know it was a quick shot, and he was just going by like any other regular bicyclist. Um, Also with this image, it's just the same thing. The man is in the air, so he's just walking by, like he's in a rush or he was busy to go to some place. Um, and with this picture, Cartier-Bresson was just peeking through the fence, and he saw this and was just really memorized by the ladder on the ground and just how the puddle was of the water on the floor. So he took it through a fence and decided that he was going to snap it. These other pictures, this picture right here in particular, this one's from Spain and it's very popular. He just likes taking things that are everyday life type of photos and snapshots. And these are just a bunch of kids just hanging around. Um, and this one is just people talking. It seems as if Cartier-Bresson takes a picture in the middle of their conversation and they see him taking the picture and they look like as if they're kind of disturbed by it. The lady on the left looks like she's in deep thought and is thinking about something, um, probably very like shocked and didn't know what else to react to with whatever their conversation was about. This is just a snapshot. It's crooked in the background and it's not centered, so this is how most of his pictures are. Um, this picture right here, it shows that it's another everyday life captured image. It just shows a bunch of people sitting down by the river and just hanging out around as well. With this photo, this is an image of two famous scientists. They had won some awards and were very popular at the time and well known. This image right here, it was in Cuba. That's where it was taken at. Again, he likes to take many plentiful pictures of just everyday life type of scenarios. This is a picture of Ezra Pound, who he takes a picture of, and it looks like it's not even set up either. So it's another everyday type of snapshot. Snapshot. It looks like he is casually just sitting there and is honestly looking like he doesn't want to be taken, doesn't want to be, doesn't want to have a picture taken of him or be in it at all. This is a picture of Gandhi. Cartier Brinson was actually very close to Gandhi. When he visited India, he became very good friends with him, and they just had a great relationship where it grew into, it kept growing, and, you know, just had a great friendship. Um, Carter Brinson traveled, like I said earlier. This is a self portrait of Carter Brinson, and he loved taking the pictures and being behind the camera. So I feel like with the camera in front of his face in this particular image, it is it very like shows and emphasizes that he doesn't want people to see who is behind the camera, and you know it's kind of his way of being a part of his image too, like it's just like a snapshot and stuff. Um, and again, this one is another everyday life photo. It's in the middle of the day, and a young girl is in it, and it just seems like they're in a meeting, walking outside. They're all in the meeting somewhere, parade. You never know, and walking outside, and it's just another snapshot. Carter Brinson was very significant in this history of photography. He was a huge pioneer for the candid photography and just the snapshot style and the street photography style. He put photojournalism on the map, and he really submerged himself in his art and went out and traveled the world a little. He wasn't just one, and he just wasn't. He wasn't just in those areas to not only take pictures, but he really put time and effort with really connecting with the people he took pictures of at places, or even just in any area he was at. He actually took his time and effort into meeting people and getting to know them. He created so many things and so many exhibitions about what his travels were all about. He also created, again, Magnum Photos, which are still used today, and also publishing The Decisive Moment. He was just a very big part of the actual history of photography.